Hello and welcome to another edition of LCTV News. I'm Danny Vittori, and this week, summer was in full swing, anniversaries were celebrated, and more. On this week's edition of the Lynn Lowdown, we sat down with Celebrate Literacy Day chair members, as well as the founder of the REAL program. Here is the news for July 14th, 2022. Congressman Seth Moulton proposed that $3.8 million of funding be provided to Lynn-based organizations through the 2023 fiscal year government spending package. This is part of the $16 million which has been allocated for 14 projects. The Lynn Senior Center would receive $1 million for upgrades and renovations to their new center. Another $1 million would go to the Catalyst Housing Program, a Lynn-based Haven project which plans to provide 24 studio apartments and, according to Moulton's office, has the goal of, quote, permanent supportive housing to eligible individuals, end quote. The Lynn Community Health Center Pharmacy would receive $1 million to provide affordable prescriptions, specifically for individuals who are underinsured or have no insurance. The City of Lynn would also be receiving $800,000 to reconstruct Central Ave. Neptune Blvd will become the site of a 24-unit residential building. Lynn business owner Manuel Robles brought the proposal before the Lynn development team, who approved it earlier this month. It was approved with the agreement that 3 of the units would be used for affordable housing. One of Robles' attorneys, Nate Spinney, went before the City Planning Board on July 12th and got approval for 7 additional designated parking spots. Daniel Cahill, Robles' other attorney, will be presenting the plan to the Zoning Board of Approvals next Tuesday, July 19th. There will be both 1 and 2 bedroom units. Of the 3 affordable housing units, 2 will be set at the 50% median income, with the third being set at 80%. My Brother's Table is hosting a calendar raffle with a winner every day of September and a bonus winner the first day of October. Every ticket purchased has 30 chances to win, and prizes range from Red Sox tickets to theater tickets and restaurant gift cards. Go to mybrotherstable.org/raffle to purchase tickets. Winning tickets are re-entered into the raffle, so there is the possibility of winning multiple prizes. Donors who purchase 100 tickets or more are eligible to win a bonus raffle of $500 in scratch tickets. To read the full article and for more information, go to our website, lyntv.org. On Tuesday night, City Council unanimously voted to give $3 million of ARPA funds to nonprofit organization Learning Through Empowerment Opportunities. This is the largest grant ever awarded by the city to this organization. LEO offers early education programs for children focused on preparing them physically, cognitively, and behaviorally for school. This grant will be put towards renovating and expanding their headquarters, located at 156 Broad Street. It will also allow them to improve and expand their early education programs. Street sweeping is currently underway in downtown Lynn, and the city needs your help to keep the streets clean. Avoid a ticket by not parking in areas where there are street sweeping signs. Hours are currently 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. Pick up trash you see in front of your business or residence. Call the DPW if you see overflowing trash cans, and sweep the sidewalk or gutter lines in front of your home. The Lynn Commuter Rail station on the Newport-Rockport line will be temporarily closing beginning July 25th. A virtual public meeting will also be held on August 3rd to discuss the work that will be done and details of the station closure. During this time, bus routes 441, 442 and 455 from Lynn can be used to connect to Wonderland and continue on the Blue Line into Boston. The parking garage at Lynn Station will also be demolished in the spring of 2023 and will remain open until then. In a statement released by Mayor Gerald Nicholson, quote, "We understand the need for critical upgrades to the Lynn Commuter Rail Station and want to see the safety of our residents prioritized above all. We are also excited about the prospect of a much-needed, more accessible new station at Central Square. At the same time, we are frustrated that the MBTA has not yet committed to the steps necessary to provide convenient and efficient options for the commuters who will be forced to make alternate plans," end quote. To learn more and read the full article, head to our website, lyntv.org. Dog lovers out there, this is the video for you. On Saturday, the Lynn Cultural Council and the Friends of the Lynn Public Library hosted flying high dogs outside the Lynn Public Library. 3 dogs, Mojo, Oreo, and Chaos, led by trainer and owner Mike Piazza, showed off their frisbee catching skills as well as a variety of other tricks. The audience got involved with the parent versus kid throwing event, as well as the dogs going into the crowd to say hello. Here is a clip from the event.
My name is Mike Piazza. We are called the Flying High Dogs. So I'm here today with 3 of my 5 dogs. I use this breed of dog for 3 main reasons. Number 1, they're athletic. Number 2, they're intelligent. And 3, they have a long nose, which makes it easier for them to catch a frisbee. Everyone say hey to Oreo. Oreo, go! Here's one for Oreo! Throw it that way. You got it, you got it. Oh, that's a catch! We'll count that. That's a good one. Ready? Oreo, go! Here's one for Chaos. Good throw, Dad. And the parents got one on the board. One for the parents. Go. Let's hear for Oreo!
The mobile market run by the Lynn Community Health Center in collaboration with the Greater Boston Food Bank celebrated its 5-year anniversary over the weekend. Saturday, a combination of LCHC employees and volunteers gathered to bag and distribute food to those in the community. They have been providing food throughout the pandemic, having only missed 1 month of distribution to adjust safety procedures.
I am Mark Josephson. We're here with the Lynn Community Health Center for the Greater Boston Food Bank mobile market. This is our 5-year anniversary today.
My role today is as a regular volunteer, but during the week my role is as a CEO of the health center.
And why would you say this event is so important?
I mean, there's lots of different reasons. I mean, one of the things is obviously we're a healthcare facility, and food insecurity and hunger obviously is something that is incompatible with good health and with wellness. And so we like to be able to participate in diminishing the amount of hunger and food insecurity there is in our city. second, obviously, is that the idea, simply the human idea that there are people that are hungry among us is intolerable. So we feel that we need to do our part to help make that disappear. And I would say third, it does create this feeling of community, this feeling of being together, of being a team in pursuit of a common goal.
The Lynn Family Forward Research Center held a carnival last Saturday. In addition to providing an afternoon of fun, they showed their new location to the community. Kids were able to get their face painted, meet some animals, and get cotton candy. Adults could also learn more about the Massachusetts Department of Children and Families, as well as other resources within the community. The combination of fun and information provided the perfect event for families. Ward 3 Councillor Coco Alansung was in attendance to share in the event. Here is a clip from the video. The Lynn Family Forward Resource Center celebrated the move to their new location, 16 City Hall Square, with the carnival last Saturday. Those in attendance were able to play games, win prizes, as well as learn about the various resources that exist within the community. This combination of fun and education provided a space for both children and adults to enjoy. On Tuesday, Habitat for Humanity gathered to dedicate a rehabilitated home for a Lynn veteran. The task, which began as simply building a ramp for better accessibility, turned into a 3-year project, with the inside of the house being gutted and completely redone. Here's more from the event.
Today we're celebrating the dedication of rehabbed home for an American veteran, Vincent Gunning. We started this project almost 3 years ago. We were approached to do a ramp for Vincent, who is an amputee, and realized that the home needed much more than a ramp. So we did a gut rehab on this home and have put in a first floor bedroom and bathroom, and Vincent is just about to move back into his brand new home.
As we come together this evening, let us pause for a moment to remember the many people that gathered here who rebuilt this home with Vincent, his family, and friends. Let us remember the volunteers who have shared their spirit, their energy, their wisdom, and their time to help another realize their dream of not just receiving a safe and comfortable house, but rebuilding a home. In bringing together the spirit of love, the gifts of service, and the financial support, we offer a renewed hope for this gentleman.
Habitat for Humanity has done 150 homes in the North Shore and Merrimack Valley, but this one is really special to us because it is serving a U.S. veteran. He was also a postal carrier and served his country honorably, so it's important for us to be able to give back to someone who gave for his country.
Now for the sports update. Paul Hartford has been interested in baseball since the age of 10. This interest became a passion as he became older, and he is now Mr. Lynn Little League. Hartford has been associated with Little League for 51 years, and is currently the manager of East Lynn's Little League. He began at West Lynn American before coaching for the Lynn Babe Ruth League. He moved to West Lynn National before coaching college ball in Kansas. Returning in 2007, the West Lynn Nationals team no longer existed. He coached for Lynn Shore until 2018, when he believed he would retire. However, he moved back to Babe Ruth before moving to his current position of manager for the newly created East Lynn Little League. The Navigators continue to struggle on offense as they fall to 7-21 on the season. They had a game-high 11 hits against the Upper Valley Nighthawks, but were unable to translate them into many runs as they lost 11-5. The infield for the Navigators had a strong night, combining for 7 of the 11 hits. Second baseman Ty Dooley led the Navs, going 3 for 5 and scoring a run. First baseman Nathan Blasick and third baseman Jake Penny each had 2 hits apiece. The Red Sox finished off their homestand with an 11-6 win over division rivals New York Yankees. The Sox were down 6-3 before coming all the way back, thanks in large part to a 3-run double by Trevor Story in the bottom of the 7th. On Saturday, the Sox completed a dramatic extra innings victory through the combined efforts of Rob Refsnyder, Alex Verdugo, and Jeter Downs, who was called up from AAA hours before the start of the game. Downs recorded his first major league hit to score Jarren Duran and make the score 5-4. Downs also scored the winning run on a single by Alex Verdugo just 2 batters later. The Sox will now begin a road trip with 3 games against division rivals, the Tampa Bay Rays. They begin the trip with a 5-10 loss on Monday night and a 3-2 loss on Tuesday. In this week's edition of the Lynn Lowdown, we sat down to discuss Celebrate Literacy Day, which will be happening August 31st. Also, we had Real founder come on the show to talk about the prizes and awards that they'll be presented with at this year's event. Here is the Lowdown. Good afternoon and welcome back to another edition of the Lynn Lowdown. I'm Danny Vittori, the news director here at LCTV, and today I have 3 guests on from Celebrate Literacy Day and the Real program. Do you mind introducing yourselves for us?
Yes, first and foremost, thank you for having us. It is an honor to be here once again to discuss what we're doing in the Lynn community when it comes to Celebrate Literacy Day. My name is Saritin Rizzuto, and
And again, thank you for having us. I am Diana Moreno, AVP Membership Development Manager for Metro Credit Union and the chairperson for Celebrate Literacy Day.
I'm Jan Plourde, the Executive Director and founder of the Real program, the honored everything from this event this year.
That's awesome. That's great. And it's your 11th year doing this event, so could you tell me a little bit about it, like how it got started?
Yes, it was actually exciting to bring together a group of leaders in the Lynn community about 11 years ago, more or less, when we started to create awareness through this event about literacy and education while highlighting the important work of grassroots organization and leaders in this community like Jan Plourde, the Rail program, and this year's award recipients.
That's awesome. That's great, and congratulations on receiving the award. And what is the award for? Like, what is it called again?
So is the Excellence in Literacy Leadership Award. Short is ELLA. And we honor and celebrate organizations, nonprofit grassroots organizations, and leaders in the community for going above and beyond to elevate, improve, promote, and increase accessibility to literacy and higher education. So it's a lot of work that we engage in, and we do it as volunteers. Diana and I work at Metro Credit Union, and we are happy to lead this effort. Diana is chair, and me is just community person for Metro Credit Union.
Right. No, that's awesome. That's great. And Jan, do you want to talk a little bit about what your organization does, the organization you founded?
So I started the REAL program in 2013, and its mission is to improve literacy in Lynn. When I got here to the city and learned a little bit more about the challenges for many people, I was pretty surprised to find one public library for over 100,000 people and 17 elementary schools at that time, with only 7 of them having libraries in their school. So instead of getting better over these years, it's gotten even more difficult for children to have access to books, to have people be able to read books with them. So it's a big deal.
Well, that's great. It sounds like your organization's
Really doing some good things. So how did you decide to collaborate on this event? Was it that you received the award and now you're participating in it, or did you decide to collaborate before that?
So for the last 11 years, what we've done is we've interviewed organizations. In the interview process, there's a scoring method where we ask certain questions and certain expectations that needs to be met and so forth. And the City of Lynn has amazing nonprofit grassroots organizations, so it's always been difficult to select an organization every year for the past 11 years. So this year we did it a little bit different. The REAL program has interviewed with us, I would say about 5 times, and it's came very close off of 1 point or so forth. So we decided this year, you know what, let's give the REAL program the award this year. They've been doing great work. We have excelled in boosting that organization to the next level in whatever program or project that they have in mind, what they utilize these funds for. So we're super excited to see the REAL program push to that next level and succeed to that next level. And we're really looking for the help of the community, the help with all the businesses, friends, family, to really help us push this initiative, because it is a great cause, especially with the pandemic, the global pandemic that we've been through. Education has dropped significantly because of that. And for Celebrate Literacy to have an opportunity to be part of a change or part of progress, that's what we're here for. And we're very excited that the REAL program is this year's recipient.
And through the funding that we raise, we're able to make a significant impact on the operation of the organization that is selected. I mean, it's really funds that are unrestricted funds, meaning that they are able to put those funds into where they see it best within their organization. And as Diana mentioned, we're very excited about supporting the REAL program. We've been a fan since day one when they applied, but the process, the way it goes, is the entire committee, based on the interview and how the organization aligns with our mission, we're able to kind of give a score, and then that's how we decide who the recipient will be. But as Diana said, this year we decided to try an entirely different process. And
along with that, we also recognize leaders in our community that are also represent our mission, education and literacy and so forth. And when we say literacy, we don't really mean literacy just books. Literacy in anything. Literacy could be learning a new thing, learning even for small business, or learning mathematics, or learning, but it's really towards overall education. And so when we look at these nominees, we look at what have they done in our community, what impact have they made in our community that has to do with education. So this year's nomination, that was selected was Princess Gore Voyager, Cynthia McCleary, and then we have an Untold Story Award that's going to Adriana Paz. So they will be receiving awards at this event as well.
And so typically we only have like the one organization that receives the proceeds of the event, and two leaders in the community. And last year we added an Untold Story award recipients, because there are leaders in this community that, you know, go outside the box and really look at literacy when it comes to like really teaching through other ways. For example, Adriana Paz has done a great deal around voter education and activism and supporting initiatives around brown and black communities. And you know, it's certainly work that needs to happen, needs to be recognized. So this is an award that we decide in the committee whether or not to do that specific, very special recognition.
That's great. That sounds like an amazing award. And you said the organization that receives the proceeds, do you have an idea what you wish to do with them yet? Or do you still have to go through that process?
Where the funds that we were going to raise here?
The funds from
Sure.
Literacy Day. Do you know what the real program wishes to do with them?
The bulk of it will be going to the Little Free Library initiative that we have. We're trying to put little free libraries in every park, in every neighborhood in the city, so children have access to books 24/7. And I have a wonderful mentor. Nancy Schoen is the woman who sculpted the ducks on Boston Public Garden, among other places. But she's a dear friend, and she takes her art of sculptures and makes them public, so that's all public art, means it's available to everybody 24/7. The idea of the Little Free Libraries is to make sure children's books especially are available 24/7. And speaking of Adriana Paz, we are doing diverse books in particular to get to these neighborhoods so the children can see themselves in the books.
That's great.
That sounds like an amazing initiative you have that you're doing with this. And so when is this Literacy Day that we're talking about?
So it's August 31st. It's going to be at the Lynn Museum at 6:00 p.m. And we'll be all there waiting for everyone to come and contribute and support this great cause.
It does. It sounds like an incredible cause. And is there anything else any of you would like to say about the mission, the day, your organizations, anything else?
Well, I would like to let everyone know in how they could participate.
Yes.
There are sponsorship packages available. There are ticket sales for the event, and there are also there's ad space that people could purchase. You could find this on our Celebrate Literacy website. We have a Celebrate Literacy Facebook. You could also find this information on the Real program website. You can contact me, Diana Moreno, or Jan, or Saratine, whoever has. I'm sure there's a lot out there that has our information.
Yes.
But we're very accessible, easy on Facebook, Instagram, and on the website.
Yep.
Okay.
Tickets are $50 per person, and that includes light refreshments and wine and beer.
And great food.
Yes, and great food. And we have an excellent location. There will be some entertainment. And our keynote speaker is...
He's the president of North Shore Community College, William Hyman. He is a fabulous community man himself, and I also happen to teach early childhood education at North Shore Community College in addition to that. So I get to wear a few hats.
Yeah, just everywhere.
Just about.
And I want to also take this opportunity to not only thank you guys for inviting us and allowing us to share this information and really promote the work that Jan and the Real program does, but also I want to take this moment to thank Diana for
Thank you.
chairing the event and really being a member of the committee since its inception, as well as the members of the planning committee. You guys have a picture of them, and without them we would not be able to do this, as well as without the support of all of our sponsors. Every single contribution counts. So if people want to buy tickets, they can help, they can make donations, they can buy ads, and they can certainly sponsor. And the banking institution that has already come on board to sponsor the event this year, we want to thank them, Metro Credit Union. They've been a partner as well as when the event first started. So yeah, we also want to recognize and acknowledge them for their continued support.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, of course, and thank you again so much for coming on. This was great, so much good information, and it sounds like such an amazing event. So again, it's happening on August 31st at 6 p.m. at the Lynn Museum. I'm Danny Vittori. That's all for this week's Lynn Lowdown. We'll see you next week. Now for the community calendar. This week is full of outdoor entertainment and fun, beginning with the children's concert that will take place on Monday, July 18th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Located at the Lynn Public Library, head down to enjoy some music to start off your week. Red Rock Park is hosting a concert series Thursday nights beginning the 4th of July and running until August 8th. Next Thursday, the 21st, Shuffle Mode will be performing. They cover a variety of songs and genres, from classic rock to the 1980s. Head down to the park with a blanket or chair and enjoy a night of music. Saturday the 23rd is the Summer Arts Festival, happening at multiple locations around the city. Go to Goldfish Pond anytime between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. to shop, talk with vendors, and spend an afternoon outside. That is all for the community calendar. To see a full list of events and for more information on the events mentioned, go to our website, lyntv.org. That brings us to the end of this week's news. For more information and to watch this and other videos, head to our website, lyntv.org. Also subscribe to our YouTube page, Lynn Community Television, to watch our videos anytime on any of your devices. Follow us on social media at Lynn Community Television to stay up to date on all the latest events and videos. I'm Danny Vittori, and we will see you next week.